still proud of you. We had some good times together, and you guys are the reason I created this. It's just playing in my head over and over. And DeMarcus Elliott, you too. A mindset, coach, it's a mindset. Jackson Barker, these kids are the reason why I created this. I realized when we won those championships, the mindset that we instilled in them and how we programmed their minds to be champions. And these kids will probably go out in the world and do great things. And I realized that. So I was like, you know what? I need to create something. I need to create a model to give people, to teach people how to reach their goals and accomplish their goals.
Just stick to the script. Tell it like it is.
Bow my head every night with the ones in my house. If it all
Boom. Welcome to the gym, baby. Teaching edition, right? Boom. Taking you guys to the chalkboard. Okay. What I want to talk about is, and let's start over because I was playing around with a few things. All right. And this is usually part one of an exercise that I use for students, my athletes, when I decided to create this program. I'm sorry, I got a text. When I decided to create this program, this is the first exercise. I call it the am I? Yes, right? Who am I? Right? So, our goal is to take this and move this word behind the I, right? Because the I am is very powerful, right? And sorry, it might be blurry in the name. Let me move this up a little bit, maybe it'll catch me and focus. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this with this marker, right? And the who am I, our goal is to create the I am affirmation, right? To get rid of the who, right? This is backwards, right? To get rid of the who and flip the am into in front of this, because we're going from a place of unknown, right? The who, right? The who am I is coming. We're going from a place of unknown, right? And we want to go to a place of certainty. I am. All right. And this is where we see the I am, and I created, and I move this over here. I am EJ's gym, right? Because this program is my creation. I am. This is part of me. I am, right? So I am, and what I do with this with this exercise is I want you to describe at least 3 characteristics, right? If you didn't know yourself, meaning that, let's just say for instance, if you didn't know who you were, right, and you had to describe yourself to a friend, a family member, right, and you knew yourself, how would you describe yourself? Give me 3 characteristics, right, or more of yourself, of the who am I, right? So, and if you really have to dig deep, because this is self-reflection, right? Because this is all for self-improvement, right? This program, the GEM stands for Guide to Elevate Your Mindset. All right, so we're trying to take that mindset and shift that mindset, especially if you have a negative mindset if you see yourself in a negative light, right? So you want to start seeing the good in yourself, right? So it's a balance. Like, we all have negative things about ourselves, but we don't want to necessarily dwell on those negative things all the time, because when you can improve them as well. All right, so the goal is 3 characteristics. For me, I always say, I'm strong. All right? I am intelligent. I hope I spell that right. I always like to put this, because this is always for my younger guys gaining confidence and stuff like that. I am, yes, right. And it's a state of mind, guys. Understand, everything is a state of mind. Even guys that, you know, when you want to talk to girls, or whenever you want to just go out and accomplish anything, everything is a state of mind. Everything, I know I erased it, is a mindset. It's how you how you set your mind. And I have to thank my boy Caleb, keep doing your thing. Basketball, man, you a beast. I'm so proud of you. And I created this because of you guys. Promise Harris, you too. Still proud of you. I know you graduated high school. I know things didn't necessarily go the way, I don't know if that's how you planned it, but you know what? Still proud of you. We had some good times together, and you guys are the reason I created this. It's just playing in my head over and over. And DeMarcus Elliott, you too. A mindset, coach, it's a mindset. Jackson Barker, these kids are the reason why I created this. I realized when we won those championships, the mindset that we instilled in them and how we programmed their minds to be champions. And these kids will probably go out in the world and do great things. And I realized that, so I was like, you know what? I need to create something. I need to create a model to teach people how to reach their goals and accomplish their goals, right? And this is the first step with self-reflection, right? And these might not necessarily always be positive. Keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with yourself, right? Because some people might I don't want to put a negative characteristic up there for me, right? But it might be a negative characteristic. You might not necessarily be strong, but be honest with yourself, right? Because with the next exercise, what you're gonna do after you create this, right? You're gonna create a paragraph. I say maybe at the most 2 paragraphs describing yourself in that paragraph and why you chose those characteristics and what about these characteristics describe you, right? I say strong for me because of my background and where I come from and the resilience that just basically everything I had to do in life. When I was 3 years old, I got hit by a car. You know what? Can I say? Do I need to say any more? You know, I grew up in the inner city of Miami. Played football. Played offensive line, undersized. Earned a scholarship. So I always say I am strong, right? Because of the resilience of everything I went through in my life and the things that I continue to go through and the obstacles I continue to conquer. Intelligent. I say I'm intelligent because I am a lifelong learner. This is why I created this program. I love sports. I love sports, but that's not the end all be all. I have other things in life that I really enjoy, and I enjoy the topic of sociology of people, the psychology, behavior. That fascinates me. So I say that I'm intelligent because I'm always seeking knowledge. I'm a knowledge seeker every day. I say every day. When I say every day, I say every day I'm out there seeking knowledge. Do I really need to say? I don't even want to need to elaborate on that. But to each his own. It's just how you feel. It's just how I carry myself. It's just how I present myself as a man. This is just a mindset. A mindset on how I feel. Like I said, this is how I carry myself. And if I have to add some more, I'll say, well spoken, right? And I know I have charisma, right? And this is just me learning and analyzing myself. And not saying these 5 things has always been, but for the most part, majority of my life, I've always thought this way. I always had a real strong mindset. It was a lot of these things that were told to me as a kid that it just stuck. So that's another thing. But this is a way to reprogram your mind in a sense of analyzing and breaking down and figuring out, okay, this is the way that I think. Okay, so why do I feel this way about myself? And that's the second part of the exercise, right? Second part of the exercise is write a paragraph with these characteristics, describing how these characteristics make up you and your personality. All right, so that's that first lesson.